From a woman throwing pee at her ex, to cows stopping traffic, to a drunk football coach, I'm your host Kai, and this is Strange But True. Hey everybody, I'm your host Kai, as the intro said, and the first story we're going to talk about is these climate change protests, if you will, where these UK climate protesters threw soup at Van Gogh's sunflower painting. Now, not sure what Van Gogh has anything to do with global climate change, but basically it's from a thing called Just Stop Oil, which is actually funded by oil. Like there was an oil baroness, and she's the one that funds it, you know? So she funds this particular movement of just stopping oil, you know? But she's an oil baroness, so I don't quite get how that works, where she's an oil baroness, but she wants to stop oil. So obviously this Just Stop Oil is a movement to make it movement of stopping oil look like a joke. And honestly, with this first strange true story, it's obviously working, because this protest group basically took, if you will, like their, Campbell soup cans or something, and threw it at the painting of the sunflowers, and then like glued themselves and said, "We have to stop global climate change." And it's like, you realize, right, that what does Van Gogh have anything to do with global climate change?
I'm assuming, perhaps, Kai, they're thinking that the oil painting, if you will, is from petroleum oil. I guess these people don't know the difference between petroleum oil and oil that's used in oil painting. So maybe, perhaps, particularly, that's what's going on of why they attacked the particular Van Gogh painting. Either way, they're just not really the sharpest tools in the shed.
So yeah, perhaps you're right there, Tonya, is they're not understanding that oil that's used in oil painting is not the same thing as petroleum oil or petrol oil that you put in your car or that you use as an energy source. That's not the same oil. I mean, when it says oil-based, that's not what the kind of oil that is actually there, if you will. I mean, that's the only thing I think of, because I'm not sure exactly what a Van Gogh painting has anything to do with global climate change. Really, I just think this Just Stop Oil protest group is a fucking joke. They're just outright a complete joke. They're ridiculous. They're just outright crazy. And the whole conspiracy theory of them being perhaps a group that's being used to, what do you call it? Basically make the whole global climate change movement look like a joke. They're doing a really good job of it, because like no one's going to want to protest global climate change with a bunch of idiots like these particular people. Oh, so for those of you that are wondering who that was in the video just now, that's Tonya Kitsune, my new editor, if you will. She's using an avatar and an Abby, if you will, because she doesn't want her face to be shown. I mean, maybe in the future I can convince her to actually show herself, but currently, no, that's not happening. So she's using an avatar within the program that I use to record videos with. So there can be a background in the videos, if you will. So anyways, that's who that is. She'll be editing my videos from now on, from henceforth. But anyways, back to that particular story, because we got off topic there. Oh, real quick though, before I get back to that story, it's in the description bar down below will be Tonya Kitsune's links and all that jazz. So check in the description bar for all that and whatnot. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what this group was trying to accomplish, destroying a priceless piece of art. It was just outright ridiculous. So this next story in this Strange But True video is the fact of, particularly, if you will, this high school superintendent got arrested for being drunk. Let me look at the article real quick. Oh, he was arrested for drunk driving after he spotted crowd surfing at a high school football game. I'm curious if that, like, high school football coach, football coach, he wasn't a football coach. I wonder if that high school superintendent ever, like, hold on, if he ever like busted them, if you will, for, drinking or anything like that, of drinking any alcohol at the school. Because if he did, it's like, you're kind of a hypocrite, dude. But yeah, he was like spotted crowd surfing at the high school football game, which is really weird place to crowd surf. He's like, "Yeah, man, we won the game." And he was like crowd surfing, and it was like, "Yeah, cool, the superintendent's fucking cool, man." He's just like us. He's driving later on and gets arrested for like drunk driving. Several students reported to the district that they suspected Mr. Thompson was under the influence of alcohol, and the police were notified. They're like, yeah, man, he's drunk. How do you know, son? No reason at all, Dad. There's no reason I would know that he's drunk. No, there's no possible way at all that I could know anything like that.
So yeah, you're right. I'm like also kind of wondering exactly how did they know that that he was drunk like the other students. I can understand how some of the if you will, the fellow teachers did and whatnot, because yeah. But I mean maybe some of them have some alcoholic fathers and that's how they know that he was drunk and wasted. But like later on, just imagine like, the superintendent busts you later after he's off of probation and he busts you for drinking. And you're like, yeah, but weren't you crowd surfing soup at our football game? So maybe you shouldn't be judging me for getting a little alcohol. But yeah, it's a strange story for sure.
So this next story in this strange but true video is the story about a woman who threw a jug of urine. Yeah, you heard me right. A jug of urine at her boyfriend during an argument.
That she threw a jug of urine at her boyfriend. Well, I mean her ex.
Yeah, so she apparently threw this jug of urine at her ex. They were having an argument. This was in Washington. The article says a woman reportedly threw a jug of urine at her boyfriend during an argument early in downtown Bellingham. The Bellingham Department arrested Lisa Winifred Cable, 52, on suspicion of fourth-degree assault, a misdemeanor according to the department's incident log. The fact that she threw a jug of urine, she probably should get, like, arrested for, like, attempted poisoning because, like, urine's really not that great to drink. The police learned that the victim was in a vehicle parked in the 1000 block of North State Street when he and Cable began to argue about jealousy in the relationship, according to Murphy. Cable eventually told the victim to get out of the car. Murphy reported, and then she began throwing belongings from the car into the sidewalk. Surveillance video showed that at one point, Cable threw a jug out of the car, striking the victim in the hip, according to Murphy, adding that officers later found the jug contained urine. I'm just curious of why
there was a jug of urine in the vehicle. I'm assuming you're meaning, Kai, and I want to know that too. Exactly why did this woman have a jug of urine in her vehicle?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it, Tonya, is I want to know exactly why this woman had a jug of urine in her vehicle. Like, was she, like, pissing in her car at one point or something? I mean, the fact that they got into an argument isn't the strange part. The fact that she had a jug of urine in her vehicle ready to throw at somebody is the strange part. You get what I'm saying? That's just weird.
Yeah, it is strange that she had this jug of urine in her car. Even if, maybe she had the jug of urine in her car because she really had to go early. At one point, she was on a road trip and she, like, pissed in the jug. I could completely understand that. I guess that's the only thing I could logically think of why you would have a jug of urine in your car. But other than that, I'm not sure exactly why you would have a jug of urine in your car. And I don't think I would be throwing it at anybody. Like, if I was in that position, like, let's say that, Kai, that me and you ended our, relationship and I was no longer with you and Vixen and we weren't, together anymore in that kind of way. And I think I would still be friends with y'all. I don't think I would, like, you're like, oh, okay, well, Tonya, I'm breaking up with you. And I don't think my first thing would be like, you know what? I think I need to throw a jug at Kai. That's the thing I need to do.
Yeah, I don't think that would be, like, the first thing I would think of is, like, oh, so Tonya broke up with me and Vixen, so I'm going to throw a jug of urine at her. That would be, like, the last thought in my mind. But again, I wouldn't also have a jug of urine in the freaking Tahoe to begin with, to be honest. So anyway, so the next story is this morning, this particular commute was interrupted by a cow on railroad tracks. Railway operators in Scotland said some morning commuters found their trains delayed when a loose cow found its way onto the track. ScotRail posted a photo to Twitter showing the cow that wandered into the Malgrave lines in East Dumfriesshire around 10 a.m. local time Thursday morning.
Okay, so yeah, this particular story reminds me of that joke. I think it was by the comedian Gabriel Iglesias, also known as Fluffy, where he said he went to India. Do you remember that particular joke, Kai?
Oh, so you know the joke. I think I know what joke you're talking about, Tonya. You're talking about the joke where Gabriel Iglesias is in India and he's driving, and then the person goes, the person that's in the cab goes, "Oh no, we cannot just go across. There's the cow there. We have to stay put in because the cow is there." Yeah, I do remember the joke, and it actually does remind me of that joke. But anyways, yeah, the cow stopped the traffic, and so there was nothing that could be done, and so they just had to wait, I guess, until the cow was off the railroad track, if you will.
Yes, that's the joke where he's in a cab and and the cab driver goes, "Oh, we cannot, go because the cow's there." And he's like, "But a while back we just like went right past that car wreck and you just were totally fine going past that dead person." And then he's like, "Well, yeah, of course I'm totally fine going by that. That cow could be him reincarnated." Yeah, that was the joke. But I guess, yeah, they just stopped in that particular article. I read the article because you sent it to me. And yeah, he just, I guess the people are like, "Oh, well, there's cow on the railroad track. There's nothing we can do about it." But yeah, it was a strange story indeed. So I guess it's time for your outro now. Anyway, so thank you for having me in your video, even though, I mean, I'm your editor and girl, so of course I would be in your video.
Yeah, of course, there was like no going to be no reason that you wouldn't be in this video, Tanya. Like you said, we're dating, so of course you'd be in this video. Anyways, yeah, it's time for the outro. Anyways, her links will be in the description bar down below, her Twitter page and her Facebook page. So be sure to check the links down there, if you will. And then, of course, my links and the link tree. That you click on that link tree and it'll have all the links of my particular content and whatnot. That'll be in the description bar down below. So be sure to check the description bar down below. Comment in the comment section of what you thought of any of these stories. We'd love to hear your feedback. So anyways, that'll be all. Like I said, comment. If you like these kind of videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of future strange but true content, if you will. That's all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and you'll be notified of future strange but true videos. I really would like you to subscribe because I know a lot of you that are watching these videos aren't subscribed. So hit that subscribe button. And like I said, comment down below what you thought of any of these stories. Anyways, thank you for watching. I've been your host, Kai, and that was my editor, Tonya Kitsune, / me and Vixen's girlfriend. So check her links down below, as I said. Anyways, thank you for watching. And, well, until next time, stay strange.
I would like to begin with a poem in old-fashioned meter. Be good to us, and we'll be good to you. Be good to us, and we'll be good to you.